Well, hello, YouTube. Steve Pat with General Pat and Bushcraft back with you, friends. Today, we're in the backyard and we're going to make some charred punk wood. I've been digging in the back over there and I dug up some old roots that are rotten. It's kind of punky. Let's see if we can't build a fire and make some charred punk wood. All right, stay with me. Thank you so much for stopping by General Patton's Bushcraft and Self-Reliance on YouTube. I appreciate everything you do for the channel and all your support. Alright, let's get a fire going. I feel like I'm in the mood for a flint and fire steel fire. But let's check out this box. Oh, look at that, friends. I already got it loaded with some punk wood. Let's take a look at it here. It's kind of spongy. Let's go ahead and load this up. Once we make this punk wood, charred punk wood, hopefully it'll take a spark from our flint and fire steel, just like some char cloth. Let me go ahead and show you that method now. We're going to use the big boy BAKOR Bacor knife to split up some wood. Just a minute, but let's get a spark onto some char cloth. There's our tin with some char cloth in it. There's our fire steel. Let's get a piece of flint. This is all the way from the UK. UK flint. Let's get a piece of this char cloth out. I was going to tear that in half, but let's go ahead and use the whole thing. Put this about a 1/16 of an inch away from the edge. Let's get these strings up here. See if we can't jump a spark. Put that char cloth right in that pine needle bird nest. We'll put our punk wood char tin right in here, friends, in this fire pit. Let's get these pine needles going, then we'll split up a little bit of wood. We'll use up some of these pine cones, friends. We'll put it around the base. All right, friends, we got the fire going pretty good. Let's go ahead and take our tin full of some punk wood, spongy wood that's deteriorating. Let's go ahead and char it. I'm gonna go ahead and place this tin right in the middle. Let me get a glove. Put it just like that. When that fire burns out, that charred punk wood should be ready to go. Alright, friends, that fire has burned down. It's been sitting on those hot coals for maybe 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pull this tin out. We'll let it cool off. Just let that cool off and see how well it'll take a spark. We'll set that up on there. Maybe that'll help it cool a little quicker. Alright, be patient. Stay with me. Okay, friends, this tin is pretty cool now. Cool to the touch. Let's go ahead and open it up together. See what it looks like. Oh, wait. Alright. Looks pretty good. Now, all we have to do is see if it'll take a spark. Let's get a piece. How about this piece here? Whoop. Let's try this piece here. Set that there. Let's put the lid back on our charred punk wood. I do have the piece of English flint out with my fire steel. See if we can't get something to jump up here. Look at that, friends. There we go. It's going to be some good stuff. A little bit breezy out here. Looks like it's going to burn pretty quick. piece with it, like that. We got our bird's nest right here. Let's position the camera over to the fire pit. All right, friends. I know the camera's far away, but trust me, no editing, no AI. I'm just gonna put this bird's nest underneath here, scrape my charred punk wood onto my bird's nest. Fold it up like a taco. That piece of charred punk wood on the inside. Got a little bit of breeze. Let's let the breeze work for us. We'll help it out with a little bit of a figure 8 arm swing. Good amount of smoke, friends. You know where there's smoke, there's going to be fire. And guys, gals, it doesn't count unless you bring it to flame. There you go, friends. Our charred punk wood turned out real nice. Took a spark with ease. We were able to build a fire. I hope you try this at home. Guys, gals, kids, grandkids, everybody. Get you a metal tin. Put you some punk wood in there. Build you a little small fire like I did. Throw the tin in there. When it burns down, you got charred punk wood. All right, there you have it, friends. DIY charred punk wood. Another method of making fire. This was a fun one. I hope you try it at home. Don't forget, stop by GeneralPatandBushcraft.com. Hit that shop button. There's 10 excellent books, friends. You need to get your hands on these books. Chock full of a bunch of important information. I can't stress it enough, friends. Trust me on this one. All right. Thanks for stopping by the channel. Before you leave, please consider subscribing. Those subscribers, hit that like. None of you out there ever hit the like. Hit that like button. Share the video. And I appreciate everything you do for the channel. All your likes, all your views, all your shares. Most importantly, all your comments. Leave me a comment. All right. Please, please don't depart from the faith. And if you haven't already, give your life to Christ. Do it today. Don't wait. And as always, God is good. God is great. I see y'all on the next video. Already got a date.